Oh, they're there. They're definitely there. They're going to work for some people. She's going to have a WikiFeet page.
Hello and welcome to the Cowboy4Game Yu-Gi-Oh podcast. I'm your host Jake. Today we are joined by Ben from NolanTCG.
Hello.
And Bragg.
Hello from Braggy.
Oh.
Wow, not even claiming to be from the podcast
No,
that you started.
Hold on, I'm a podcast. Like, we're here. You're on the team. We're all a team. We're a team of then other channels, except for
you.
Just me.
Yeah. Everyone else has a channel.
What do you bring to this team, Jake?
Yeah. Hold on.
I could leave and you can go through this if you prefer.
I haven't read this.
How was our week in Yu-Gi-Oh, Ben?
My week was fine. I played Dragon Maids again on Tuesday. Was that? Yeah, no, that wasn't covered in the last podcast. Went really well. Tuesday night was really good for me. I finally got to play against some Tour Elements, and I built that deck to hard beat Tour Elements, so went really well. Jake says I opened cracked, but I opened exactly how that deck is supposed to open.
Just open well.
Just open a Dragon Maid and some Bestials.
There's some Bestials.
What? And then
Bestials?
two Bestials, and you search the third.
Gotcha.
And then it's like, cool, no problem, easy as.
Just the amount of decks that are so good
Yeah.
that aren't here.
But yeah, that worked fine. I went X1 then, and then I went X1 again today. I played Tour Element today. So
Yeah,
I
you
played
became a meta sheep
a
today.
Shizu Tour Element. Went fine. Yeah, I made some small misplays, but it's me learning the deck, so it is what it is. Bragg, what did you do this week?
Made the list, drew up some very fancy proxies. And
They are fancy as fuck proxies.
Yeah,
Those Agitos.
Yeah, well, Agito.
Agito, the one
Yeah.
Agito.
The most optimal ratio for tier element is one Agito, so you have to physically draw it at one. You don't need to draw anymore. Don't waste any more ink, paper, or smudges on hands. I got such smudgy hands. I'm such a terrible handwriter. Yeah, so crafting that, I want to do something cuter than just a normal list, like stack Mystic Mine in that kind or something. But outside of that, I've got to learn the basics. So we're at that stage.
I learned on the fly today, and it was good. Like, I kind of had a fundamental understanding of how it worked, and then, like, doing it on the fly, I was like, this seemed complicated at first, but it's easy as fuck.
Yeah, it just seems kind of daunting to go in and having to... If I mill nuts for you,
Yeah.
what changes on the fly is what I want to get
You
my
just
head
don't
around.
activate the effect.
If you think you can play through what you've already set up, then yeah, you just
Yeah.
don't activate it.
Only use it unless you need to. That's it.
Pro strats. How about you?
My week. So I still haven't got the entirety of my Ishizu part of the tier element deck, so I'm still playing the Brandon High
Did
Spirits
you pre-order?
version. No,
Yeah, fair enough.
I couldn't afford it at the time. So I've gotten 7 of them from buying online, and then I plan to buy a display once our store actually gets them. Hopefully get what I need from there, or get enough that I can trade and sell and whatever. Ideally, like, it was just a timing thing. I wouldn't have committed to buying the display if I'd known that they would have been more available, better prices and all that kind of thing. But I'd already said that I would, and I feel bad sort of reneging on that.
Yeah.
But yeah, still playing the High Spirits version, which effectively sets up a lot of the same things, but it's just less consistent because you have to open the High Spirits, and then it doesn't play through as much because it doesn't have a free negate from hand.
I still want to just play the one copy of Brandon High Spirit, just because if you draw it, it plays around Bestials.
Yeah, that's probably its biggest benefit
Yeah.
in the matchups at the moment, is that if you open the High Spirit or the Instant Fusion, it plays around that.
Yeah. Which is good. Because getting Bestial in that deck hurts a bit.
Yeah.
And when you're Bestialing to stop their Bestial from touching down the board, and you're just like, oh, this is getting a little out of hand.
Yeah, working out when to prevent their Bestials is like a big thing, because
Yeah.
like... Yeah,
It's just gonna be there again next
yeah,
turn.
exactly. Like,
Yeah.
it stays in the hand. It's very much like, oh, do I ash this Gamma or do I let it go through? It's that same sort of interaction.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think I went X1 both nights. Yeah, today and last Tuesday.
Yeah.
And yeah, I've been getting some packs and stuff, just trying to get to the end of the cards that I need. So I've now gotten six of the Bestials. So
Yep.
only got...
If you don't have any Magnets.
I've got 2 Magmut.
Oh, he's a 2 now.
2 Magmut, 2 Druid Worm, and 1 of the other one.
Okay. So you're almost at the optimal ratio.
Yeah, I've nearly got everything I need for that. And then bought a few packs before went in today. Pulled a Fenrir, which was nice. It saved me having to pay $90 for one of them at least. And then for the packs that I got today, I also got a Spellbound, which will be good at locals because I won't lose to Flunder.
You cop having that. Back on the Fenrir though, that's like it's kind of a little bit of a tease, isn't it? Getting one Fenrir. What's one Fenrir gonna do? You're like, one Fenrir.
One Fenrir does
still
not.
a removal.
Yeah, but
It's not removal
you
again.
want the other one.
2 is fine.
It's like
3's a crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of lists I've seen have been playing 2 if they play them at all.
The amount of times I opened 2 when I was playing 3, I was like, frustrating. I just want 1.
But the summon effect isn't hard once per turn, so if they remove one,
Yes,
you can
correct.
summon it again.
However,
I counter with man.
Yeah, what else? And then some Master Duel things, just sort of yo-yoing at Plat 1 or something at the moment. It's weird at the moment. It's like I'm playing what is effectively the best deck, but it does get stale. But at the same time, playing most other things, you're going to get sort of owned anyway, because in that particular format, branded Despia is just the best deck. Unless Sword Soul opens, like they go first, they open absolutely cracked, they can't play through.
or Flaundries just does Flaundries.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing, I haven't lost to a Flunderies in ages.
Oh.
Because I put in Imperms, and I put in Cosmics, so that I could actually deal with that matchup.
It's not getting cracked enough then.
No, not enough spellbounds.
Yeah.
Oh, please. Oh, if they had Spellbound in there, I'd be so happy. But anyway, on to Master Duel. Hopefully, we will have some changes coming up because there are some updates that have happened.
I haven't even played since the update either. So now, like, you were over the other night. I'm like, I'm updating it now. This is all good. I come in, the app's closed. I'm like,
Awesome.
sure hope it finished. No, I had to download the whole thing again. And it was just taking forever. I'm like, this is the only time I'm going to get to play this.
Well, yeah, that was a big one, I think, too, because they had a bunch of animations and stuff that
Yeah.
updated as well with the new cards and stuff coming in. So, yeah, they updated a bunch of animations, none of them particularly noteworthy. They did add a specific animation to Ghost Trick Angel of Mischief if you pull off the win con.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
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 They gave them to everything else. So
Isn't Bamboozling Gossip Shadow banned?
yeah, you can still do it without it. It's a
This
mess.
seems
It's a mess.
significantly more difficult.
Oh yeah,
You can go
100%.
into a jewel room with it. You got to give the jewel rooms their full experience.
It's still possible. Like, even in the current meta, it's still possible. Even without all the bullshit that we have. You wouldn't do it, but if you do it, you get the benefit of a little animation in Master Duel. That's nice. They have added a new feature, which is not as cool as I thought it would be, having read over it now, but it's team matches. But it functions like the ones at YCS. So you can either do a 3v3 or 5v5.
5's just ridiculous. But
5 is a little bit ridiculous.
I wonder
And
if
you
we'll
each play a match.
I have to delve into it a little bit more because this is only surface level, but if it works exactly the same as it does in those YCS formats, it's, you just verse your person, and if your team wins, your team wins.
So is it on that subject? Would it then? Nah, don't worry. Is this Konami opening acknowledging that just use Discord to talk to people?
I mean, potentially?
Yeah. Sure.
Because I do
There's a
not...
chat, isn't there?
No.
Isn't there?
There's
no.
no voice chat.
Oh, I thought... No, not voice chat. Isn't there like a little button that you can go, yeah, woo? Like,
No,
is there a preset?
there's no preset things at all. And I love Master Duel for that. Like, it's literally one of my favorite features is that you don't have to talk to the other person at
I
all.
was just thinking about on the Ghost Trick thing being like the amount of people are trying to do the thing and like, I just want to see the animation. Let me combo, bro.
Yeah.
I just want to do the animation. Let me combo, bro. Don't trap me.
Just one more turn, bro. One more turn.
Here we go. Leave me alone.
So that's one of the new features. We also have a new pack that's come in, which is called Battle Trajectory. It's not an amazing pack, if I'm honest. So we get the Scareclaw stuff, which is the start of the Visa Starfrost
We're getting
lineage.
there.
Well, that's the thing. It's a really odd time frame that they've done it, because, like...
Yeah, we're
Visa...
the same set.
No. The
Vista Starfrost stuff came at the same set as other stuff.
Yes.
The Therians.
Therians, yeah. And we don't have Therions yet.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It's weird that they've jumped Therions. I feel like Therions would have been the more natural progression.
I don't think they've jumped Therions. I think this went parallel to Therions.
Yeah, but still, like, I feel like Therions should deserve that place first. And if anything, that'll be a change to the meta. Because at the moment, it's just
Yeah, true.
Brandon, Flundery, Brandon. But as well as that, we also have Beyond the Pendulum and Odd Eye's Pendulum Graph Dragon have been added as well to give, and a bunch of the Performer Power support as well has been added in. The Valiants are in there as well. They don't really help Pendulum, but they're there.
They were a deck build pack, right? Valiants?
Yes, they were.
They came in the same set as Runic. That we haven't got yet. The other meta deck that we should have already.
Oh, I'm gonna go with the pendulum theming of it.
Yep, pretty much.
So it'll be Therian and Runix.
Yeah, it'll be a good
pack.
pack.
Yeah, it'll be a good pack.
Good pack to spend my 4,000 gems on. Not an exaggeration, Jake.
I know. We have a couple of new accessories. We have a new icon, Visa Starfrost.
You!
Which is fine. And then we have the sleeves, which is one of the Valiant's things that has like all three of them on it. I think it's the Fusion. I think the Fusion has like all three of the characters on it. I still don't understand what that archetype does. And
it goes...
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
That is all.
We also have some hints on what's coming up as well. Very soon there will be the solo mode for Ghost Tricks.
Jake's literally been bitching about this all day.
Because I want the gems! I want the gems!
Like, they haven't
Actually, no.
added it.
More importantly than the gems, with that, they're also adding 2 things in for you to get. I don't know whether they're going to be earnable in the solo mode or whether they send them out for purchase at the same time.
Yep.
But they've got a Ghost Trick field and a Ghost Trick icon.
I just want the
And that
Madolche
field
one,
looks
man.
good.
Yeah, I don't know what happened with that Madolche one.
I just don't think it exists.
It was on there! We saw it!
I just don't think it exists, man.
I don't know why they didn't launch it. It looked really cool.
I just want my cake.
And eat it too.
Is that... Shut the fuck up. I can't think of anything thematical that they can release it with either. Like, maybe Christmas? Maybe? It's like a super loose connection, but like, otherwise they're just going to have to drop it randomly one day and be like, hey!
Thanksgiving?
Cake!
Because they're all cake sweets, yeah. They're all
sweets.
treats, yeah, but they're not candy sweets, so it didn't work.
Cake
because Ghost Trick should have been fucking Halloween.
Fruit cake? No. None of them are specifically Christmas treats.
No.
New Madolche support.
Madolche peppermint. I think that probably
Madolche
exists.
Christmas pudding scissor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know when we're getting that or if we're getting that, but it would be nice if we actually got it. We also have some news on, well, moving away from Master Duel. Wait, no, sorry, not moving away from Master Duel. One other hint of what we have coming up. The Anti-Spell Festival is the next festival.
No spell help?
No spell. Only
Okay.
trap.
Maybe that's why they didn't launch Runix.
Here's this spell deck. Now only play traps.
Can't wait to play Paleo. Or just not play it at all, because I don't play any of them.
Yeah, I started skipping them. I liked them the first few times. Like, I'll play it.
Don't have the time, man. It takes so much time out of your day.
Does it?
Yeah, it's
It
time,
does.
especially when I feel like my brain power should be going to, more relevant formats of Yu-Gi-Oh!
Even though...
I just have other things to do, Like jobs or I got sports to do.
Or big.
sports. But anyway, moving away from Master Duel, we have some news on the Secret Utility Box, which is due for the release in the OCG, as far as I can work out.
Are we about to spoil the secret?
What? No.
Konami said it's a secret, and you're about to just tell everyone?
Is this the December set they usually do, like as a whole, like?
It's a special product. Yeah.
Where we've gotten weird shit before.
Yeah.
Yes. So we have a choice of 2 special card cases and dice. I can't really work out what the designs are meant to be alluring to, but we have a sort of purpley blue one.
Well, that looks
with
like the thing
a
that
green dice with some weird icon on it.
That looks like the thing that Shadow Monarch's holding down there.
Yeah, it kind of looks like the dark sphere that Caius is sending out.
And that weird green die.
Yeah, I can't work out what this icon's meant to be for. It
Yeah.
kind of looks like a Cyber Angel, but not really.
My brain's telling me that I know what this is, but my brain's also
I can
telling me I
just
don't
send
know what
you
it
the
is.
thing.
No, I'm putting in the Discord. That very photo, I'm going to put in the Discord. Someone tell us what the hell this die means.
Then the other one is sort of a reddish purplish box with what looks like crosshairs on it, and sort of has like a vampire motif. And then we have an orange dice with a dragon.
That's
No, that dragon looks very familiar.
GG's.
what? This
It looks like the Good Games icon.
Yeah.
ah.
If that die's blue, they can sue.
I thought it looked like the D&D logo.
Yeah, sure.
To an
Yeah,
extent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's this logo?
This is a lawsuit.
Yeah.
This is a lawsuit.
As well as that, in the secret utility box, we have a choice of 2 card protector sleeves, of which there are packets of 100. We have Zeus, or we have this thing, whose name I always forget.
No, it's cock.
Oh yeah, that.
They're really peddling this out because clearly
It's
they've...
got feet in the photo.
Exactly, that's what I was getting at.
It's got feet in the photo.
not prominent enough.
I don't know.
Oh, they're there. They're definitely there. They're going to work for some people. She's going to have a WikiFeet page, but she's not going to be like immediately perverted.
We also have a field center for each of them. Both look really cool, and we get that icon again.
What is it?
I don't really know.
Must be some cyber shit.
Well, what's in the secret utility box again?
Yeah, that's a good point. Let's look at the contents.
Oh well, it's supposed to
Maybe
be
it's a
secret, but
secret.
Jake's spoiling all of it.
Konami spoiled it first. This is public information, Ben. Widely available.
Are you on Konami's website?
Hmm?
Are you on Konami's website?
Obviously. Ignore the Ready for Duel logo down the bottom. And then, yeah, this icon, which, again, no idea what it is. But both look pretty cool.
Yeah, we'll figure it
It
out
depends
later.
on how much actually comes over to the TCG as to whether we see anything like this. We probably won't.
Oh yeah,
We never see anything
No,
like
yeah,
this.
because I mean, every set that we've ever had of that, there's always had good cards. We just get the good cards like
Haven't
later,
got
and
it.
or never.
Just never good
Because
product.
this is what the Sky Striker chick was. The Sky Striker
Correct. Yes.
kaiju was in last year.
And said we waited a whole year to get Magnificent Maidens.
Jesus Christ. Mavens, Ben.
Mavens?
It's not about women.
Eh.
Women's.
Mavens is probably the first. Is Mavens like the first product we've ever gotten that's like a couple booster packs and some sleeves?
Oh, it's Sebikun.
We don't often get sleeves.
Yeah.
Sleeves is like a new addition to additional product. They love throwing a dice in. Like,
Yeah.
they fucking love putting a dice in and then making a super exclusive dice so that people are like, oh, I want that one.
Or printing everything in platinum and giving you a playmat.
But as well as that, we have some more news of the secret utility box. Spoilers ahead. So we have Rocket Coda. Basically, it's like microcoder and stuff that it can be used from hand for both Talker monsters and Rocket monsters.
Talker monsters.
Torque.
Talker.
What the fuck is that?
Isn't it torque?
Talk. Yeah.
Torque.
Okay,
It's all
sure.
about
Torque.
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 Talk.
It's too much talk.
Yeah.
Can't get front wheels on the ground.
Yeah, so yeah, can be used from hand for those two things, and then if you happen to use it from field for a Borrow monster specifically, you can use a Dark monster from your hand as material as well. So
Okay.
if you summon it off like quick launch and stuff, it can still get some utility from your hand.
Oh.
And like Borrow will have a Link 2 and a Link 3, as well as the Link 4s and a Link 5. They just don't have a Link 1 yet, technically.
Yeah, Striker Dragon's not a
Yeah.
moral monster.
It would have been so easy for them to do that too.
Yeah.
Like they could have just called it Boral Striker Dragon, and they just like no. Like every other Link 1 is like directly tied to their archetype, whereas Striker Dragon's like.
Striker Dragon's
I'm
so
kinda here.
good though. Like, God's on the fucking ban list.
Are you saying that the other Link 1s aren't? Like you look, there's very few not broken Link 1s.
Claire and Rushka.
That was one of the first ones we had, and at the time it had its utility.
Main phase 2. Anyway, what's next?
Next, we have a spell that doesn't seem to tie into any of the archetypes that I have before. And it's not even strictly speaking... Oh, no, sorry, I take that back. I was going to say it's not strictly linked to any archetype, but it is because the first line of text is this card is always treated as a Galaxy Eyes card.
Oh, that's shit.
So basically, it reborns 2 monsters from the grave, immediately summon them. And then for the rest of the turn, you can only special summon one non-Exe monster, but you can Exe summon as many times as you like.
Zeus, baby.
So having a monster reborn that also Exes is pretty good. And being that it is a Galaxy Eyes card, it is searchable.
Yeah, I guess, but like...
It's cool. Like, none
It's,
of...
you gotta
like,
use it to make a Zeus.
To be honest, this is the only... Well, these two are the only, like, new cards from, like, the... You know how the Selection 5 gave, like, these archetypes new cards, but none of them were linked to the archetype, and all of them were kind of garbage?
Yes.
The Secret Utility Box is very different to that, in that the cards are decent and linked to the archetype.
Okay.
I like it.
Okay.
I'm not in love with it, but I like it. So moving on to more important news. Obviously, we were here last week when we were halfway through YCS Pasadena, and we now have the full scope of results. I don't have the full scope with me.
Anyone
but
who
I have
said we
some.
weren't going to a tier 0 format is an idiot.
Yeah, look, there's always
Did
going to be a
anyone?
heavy swing.
Did
Yeah, a
you?
lot of people were like, you can't always expect the OCG to translate over. The OCG doesn't normally translate.
Which?
Proceed to fucking see 27 out of 32, is it? Or 26 out of 32?
It is indeed, yes.
It's just
26
those
out
two
of
sets
32.
those two archetypes of cards just take up so much room in that deck that there's no variance in it, so therefore that deck's just going to be the best deck.
The variance is how many Bestials do you play?
Yeah, and like it was
Fenrir,
always
Fenrir.
kind of going to kind of be this, like to like I think just the different card pools like Maxi and whatever.
Yeah.
Like that can influence every other deck, but there's just too many slots. Like it's just too many cards that are good.
Yeah.
The other thing that's kind of funny is that, like, if you boil it down to what tier does, it doesn't set up mad floodgates. It doesn't, like, hand rip. It doesn't do any of the bonkers shit. It's just super consistent at putting stuff in the bin and then putting stuff back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Like-
really care what you do to it. Like they go, oh, you negated that. Okay, I'm just gonna do the other thing I can do, and then you can find ways to put damage on board as well.
The cute
It's just a
thing
good
is
deck.
when you start dancing with the fucking Medoras and shit, you're just like, oh, you doing this? Pull back. It's like, that's when it starts to get really cute, and I think that's where it gets unfair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's probably one of its biggest strengths, actually, is, like, typically speaking, a lot of the, like, roguish decks have a lot of play in their graveyard.
Yeah.
So their ability to be like, oh, you need this to be in the bin, let's not
Back it
have it there.
goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, then there's obviously the counter swings with the meta. And one of the other things is too, like in previous tier 0 formats, there was never a direct counter archetype to what was the best deck. Like there wasn't a
Yes.
direct counter to Spiral,
Yeah.
but you've got Bestials that have just come out, and they are, like, by all rights, a direct counter.
However, you just put the fucking Bestials in your Tier Elements list, and then you're prepared for the mirror.
Yeah. Yeah, look, the mirror is going to be interesting, and I'm looking forward to actually being able to practice with my proper deck once I get it, because it's going to be a thing.
It's just going to be like how many times can you dance around your opponent until eventually they have no way of stopping you when you resolve a fusion spell.
Yeah.
That's going to be it.
So, yeah, back to the top 32 breakdown. So, as Ben said, 26 Ishizu tier element, 3 Sprite, 1 was pure, 2 with Bestial engines,
Yeah.
and 3 Flawondery.
Alright.
So, Exorcista still not making the top cut. As I said to brag off camera before, I think maybe it's just A, they haven't been opening all that well, B, the Ishizu stuff might be getting to a point where they're overpowering the...
Yeah. Like, there's only so much 2 Exe summons can do.
Yeah, because there's only 3 vanishes, and that doesn't really do anything against them.
Yeah.
But it's just that they can kind of turbo into Necro Valley and not care.
Yeah, and then...
But you said 3 Sprite, right?
I did.
Look, this is a tier 0 format, and they didn't hit Sprite enough. 3 Sprites too many.
It just makes the sense, man.
So, and that's the thing. How
makes
good would it be if
zero
we had
sense.
if we had that version of Sprite?
Yeah.
There could be a chance. We could. Maybe not. Probably
Well,
not.
the
But
funny thing is that Mudora again solves that problem. They go Ronin Toad effect. It's like
no.
back to deck.
Yeah, I don't think it does anything. It probably would still be the same 3, but they would at least have a better chance in the finals, unless they get paired against each other.
And then, the top 4 was like 1 Sprite, 3 tier Ishizu.
So, is this the one Poncho guy one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Honey one.
Yeah. And his build was good. He was really well thought out. I liked his deck profile. It was good. And the rest of the decks were fine.
Yeah, like, not a huge amount of variances. Like, do you play Fenrir? Do you play, like, win-in-time cards? All that kind of nonsense.
Yeah. It's, like, relatively solved.
Do you think there's any spice that tops Dormand tonight?
Honestly, I haven't watched Dormand at all.
The bits that I've watched of it, there really isn't that much spice. Like, they're all... But at the same time, you're probably not going to see the spice until right at the end anyway, because they're not going to feature a lot of those top players until right towards the end.
Yeah.
That's typically the way they go. Like, they had the YCS winner, he was playing Tirishizu. I can't remember what he was versing. They were at the very start.
Zombies.
No goth women for us at Dortmund. The Germans are too sensible for goth. Even though, anyway, I was about to go into a whole QI point. It's not worth it. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Dortmund actually goes. Whether there is a bit of like anti-format kind of cards slipping in there to sort of beat the mirror.
Well, I think I was gonna say the issue is figuring out how that works in the mirror, and I think the play is you try and make a dweller before activating a monster effect on field. Like, you want to, like, normal summon something.
Oh, yeah, get a dweller out
like,
so that, like, your opponent can't start milling
make
stuff.
a dweller.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, and that'll come into, like, more technical play once we get to it.
Yeah. If you can make a dweller first, make the fucking dweller first.
How do you get to inherent summons without activating a flank? How do you get the inherent summons for it, though?
Well, it's only on field activations are the problem.
Yeah, true. Oh, yeah, so you just go nuts with...
yeah.
Make your mud dragon and...
Yeah. Or your night sword serpent.
That involves you milling it.
Yeah, that's
At
okay.
which point you're in maybe some problems.
That's alright, you just open it and send it off of Shidan.
Okay, sure.
Open the night
Just open it. But anyway, we have the full set breakdown of Battles of Legend Crystal Revenge.
And I say that as a Crystal Beast player.
Advanced Crystal Beast.
Yeah, so we have the Royal Straight cards, like the Arcane Jack, whatever, blah, 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 blah. They're getting reprinted. I've got the Advanced Crystal Beast getting reprinted. Some Diner cards, which
Is there a holo version of Conclave yet?
Is that the same one?
The Continuous Trap?
I'm not sure. I haven't seen it yet.
I didn't see it in the list, and that's so ridiculous.
We've got the some more ninja cards. I think for that mosquito card that we're talking about, the rank 2.
Yes,
that is a ninja card. We've got some Performer Pal stuff.
No comment.
There was an archetype that came out. I think it was in a Battles of Legend as well. The Star archetype was like a bunch of high level warriors and stuff like that. They get some more cards.
That was in like the second Brothers Legend.
Yeah. Some more Amazonas cards, including Amazonas Hot Springs, if you're that kind of weeb. G-Golem gets their first printing, which is a Vrain's archetype. It's like Earth Cyberse. I don't know if they actually do anything.
No.
Good. Some Blackwing cards get reprinted as well. And some of the older Crystal Beast stuff gets like holo prints. So you'll be able to get like an ultra... is it Topaz Turtle?
Topaz Knight.
Yeah, the turtle bumps alright. Just made them secrets, the bastards.
Well, the advanced ones. The advanced ones got the secret slot.
Oh, wait. Holo Rainbow Bridge isn't the worst, actually.
Yeah, that's
should have made it a secret rare, because that card is amazing.
A bunch of the stuff from Toon Chaos got reprinted as well. So, Toon BLS, Toon Harpy Lady. I was thinking about Toon Harpy Lady the other day. It's an inherent summon, right? And if you control a field spell, pops a spell and trap.
Maybe? I thought it's if you control 2 more.
Yeah, because we definitely talked about it before. Here we go, Toon.
I'm pretty sure it's just if you control a field spell. But Chaos Creator, Chaos Daedalus, Valkyria, Chaos Space all get reprints as well. Diddy Crow getting another Ultra print, Edgem Chain and Fryfo Patchwork also getting preprints.
Couldn't they have given it a secret? Idiots.
What, Edgem Chain?
No, the Diddy Crow.
Yeah, it would have been nice in secret.
It's just they always
Is it a
stuff.
speed duel secret rare? Or is it a speed duel super rare?
Super, I think.
Okay.
Oh no! Well, the
was an ultra.
common and ultra.
Okay.
Yeah, and the ultra was bendy because it was in the promo stocks they did.
Okay.
So yeah, the cards from those boxes are good, but then the promos they chucked in the little plastic was just a normal print run.
Okay.
And they suck. You can destroy. You control Tomb World.
Oh, it's two more specifically. Oh, that's eight. That's annoying.
Oh, control another Toon monster as well. Jeez.
Not worth it.
Man.
Toon Harpy Lady,
your
you just
strats.
yeah.
It could have been so good as like a rogue, like spell and trap removal.
We'll
and
give
they
it 3 restrictions. Eudora retrain, we give it 3 effects.
I assumed that they would be reprinting all of the live twin stuff in this set. They're not. Just the Link 2s.
Yeah.
Just those.
Did they slide any of those
Dude,
into
the Link
Mavens?
2s are all that really needed to be reprinted.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but like if you're going to do just the Link 2s, you might as well preprint it all.
Is Sunny in Mavens? Was I dreaming that? Yeah.
Nah.
Oh, must have been dreaming.
It was in the tins.
Yeah, it was in Megatins.
But then, if you weren't thinking any of this set is good enough, which I don't think any of you were, they've whacked in some Starlights.
9 Starlights.
Yes, so we have Yatagarasu, Blackwing Armor Master, big unaffected level 10
Yep.
body dude.
When you mentioned access code, did you mention it? I wasn't listening.
I've
It
not
hasn't
got-
said access
I've not
code
got
yet,
that
but
far.
access code talker.
Spoiler!
Oh, I thought you would have done it when, because access code's way up there.
He's using photos.
I'm going through the list.
Yeah, and you would have already gone past access code.
Oh, I didn't see that bit of it.
Access code. Right.
Access code, yeah. Super Poly. That'll be a really nice Starlight rare, but at the same time, there's ultis floating around, so, you know.
What would look better? The secret.
Oh, what, like the Joey's World Secret?
Yeah. Yeah, Joey's well. Yeah,
They
that.
do look nice. It's the third
No,
copy of
Run Mega Pack Yellow one.
Yes.
That's
It's all
secret.
the same shit.
That's what I've got.
Yeah.
I've got one of those and 2 ultis because I can't remember where I put my third.
Aussie's just dark.
I like that though. For Super Poly, I think it's thematic.
Okay.
It's evil card, therefore dark.
You want us to get 2 darks.
Yeah.
And then the last 5 are the Pieces of Exodia. It's such a random like
All
justification
5
for
pieces
some of
of
this.
Exodia.
Kind of keen to crack a box of this and just hope my first Starlight pull is like left leg.
What? No head?
Nah, no head.
No.
No head. Or leg. No head.
Do you think they'll be the same?
We are children.
Do you think they'll be the same, like, every second box has one sort of thing?
Every second case?
Oh, second case.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe.
it'd probably be something like that. Although they were pretty liberal with like, oh, they didn't do an astral. They've given up on
Oh, those
astrals,
idiots.
Increase the value of the other 2. Even though they were
which
worthless.
is good for Leviathan because that's worth nothing.
Yep. I kind of want that card.
I think Lewis might still have one.
It was like $500 at first, now it's like $80.
Yeah, $80 if. But yeah, I don't think it's an amazing set. Like, it's cool for some reprints and stuff if you're chasing those, but like, I wouldn't be diving into the set unless like you really want to pull a Starlight.
If you need the cards that are in it, by all means.
Yeah.
Packs and packs.
Yeah, like I wouldn't go nuts on it, is what I'm saying.
I just want the Doodle Beasts.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think-
yeah.
That's gonna cost me
yeah.
like $20 for all of them, and it's like, well, sure.
Oh, and then you can play dinos.
I just want to have them, so I can act like that kid and be
Ben
like,
wants-
look at my Doodle Beasts.
But-
Yeah. That's where that's going.
Yep, okay. I was going to make a joke, but I think what you did was funnier, so I'm going to leave it. We have some more news on the Trap Trick structure deck. We get 3 new cards. We get another level 4, which when it's normal summoned adds their card that I'll announce later.
Do they even have the room for this shit? They keep giving them... They've got so many monsters. Like...
Look, remember when they were like, Trap Trick is meta?
No, I remember that.
Then 5 years later, they're like, this hasn't been meta in 5 years. Let's give him another card. Actually, no, sorry, they gave him Reflecia in the middle. I'm telling lies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but Reflecia was never a trap.
Yeah.
That wasn't Trap Tricks. Fucking stupid bloody pens. Ugh.
What if we just gave any level 4 deck the ability to activate a trap hole from deck? Yes. Sounds good.
So then, yeah, if it's normal summon, searches a card that I'll announce in a minute. And if it's special summoned, you can target opponent's special summon monster, banish it, and if you do during the next standby phase, it comes back. No, sorry, not it. Just any banished monster they have. They can pick a different banished if they wish.
Cool. So...
which I think ties into another card, which I'll announce in a second. So that's a new level 4. They get a draw spell. So discard a level 4 insect or plant, or 1 normal trap card, and draw 2 cards.
Is that a spell?
Yeah.
So does discard a normal trap card, draw 2 cards?
Yes, or a level 4 plant or insect.
This is Predator Plants. This is support for Paleozoic.
It's support for a lot of different decks. It's actually just a nice generic card.
Yeah, that's a good card.
Yeah.
And it's in a structure deck.
You can send
Yeah.
Exchange of Spirit.
I'm buying 3 of the structure deck.
It also has a second effect, if that wasn't good enough. Banish this card from grave, target 1 of your banished level 4 insect or earth or plant monsters, or 1 of your banished normal traps.
Ooh.
Put it to the bottom of your deck.
This is just Paleo support.
It's actually just a very good generic card, I think. And I've said this for a while, every type should just have a good generic draw spell.
Discard trap.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Uh,
Wait, draw 2?
No.
Draw 2. Yeah.
No, that's bad for you. Yeah.
What? Draw spells?
Yes.
Why not?
'Cause the same thing goes in every single deck. And then if you print something that's really busted, you need to ban something.
Drawing is so bad, we rather send to grave.
Oh yeah, sure.
We can have draw 5.
And also, we've gotten to a point where at least
That's what
half
I'm
of
doing.
the archetypes, or half of the types, have their own draw spell.
Yeah. It's just like if you give something like this to dragons, it's absurd.
Dragons already have draw spells.
Yeah. They have level draws.
They have draw spells, but they don't
Cards
run
of
passes.
consonants, they have their own foolish
yeah.
burial, they have fucking trade-in. Dragons already have this
Trading's
stuff.
for level 8s.
Oh no.
Cards of consonants for tuners?
Yeah. Tuna dragons.
Tuner dragons.
You're right, because,
For blue eyes. That's a blue eyes card.
I mean, it's best in blue eyes, sure, but
No, I think exclusively it's only blue eyes.
No, Dragoonity ran it.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
yeah, fuck you, Ben.
Can't Rockets run it?
Probably, yeah, technically.
I mean, yeah, they could
Rocket
run it.
Synchro.
But, I mean, they don't need to.
Yeah. Anyway,
last card, and it's the card that the level 4 searches, which is their field spell, Trap Trick Orchard. So it gives them an extra normal summon,
Of course it does.
and then the first time any insect or plant will be destroyed, it's not destroyed. And then during your turn, you can banish a monster you control, special summon a Trap Trick from hand or grave.
and then...
That's it, just 3 effects.
Doesn't search. This card sucks.
Extra normal summon.
What kind of field spell's this?
I feel like they'd just rather play Mystic Mine.
Yeah.
I mean, getting the extra normal summon
Or
is
Necro
decent.
Valley.
I'll just play Set Rotation and do all of it. That's it. Actually, this card's really good because you can play it 1 copy in the deck to use with Set Rotation.
Yeah.
True. And then there was a V-Jump that was announced not too long ago. We only got the artwork, which was the cool sort of sheep in the grass looking thing. And it turns out that that's just Trap Trick support as well. So it's called Sacred Sheep Tree Baromet. So detaches a card material, targets a normal trap in the graveyard, places it on the bottom of the deck, and then you draw 1. Then if a normal trap is activated, it detaches a material and can special... hang on.
2 level 4s.
Detach material from a monster you control. Yeah. 2+ level 4, so you can have multiple material on it. So detach detach a material from a monster you control. It doesn't have to be it. And then special summon a level 4 monster from hand.
Okay.
It's kind of cool. If nothing else, I will be getting one purely because the artwork is very cute.
Jake gets a V-Jump. We're not getting this for 18 years.
They've been good with the
We'll
V-Jumps.
get a magnificent
We get them.
Mavens
It'll
2.
be common, but we'll get them. Shut up.
Got it.
Moving on to stuff that we won't be getting for ages. OTS 21's been announced.
Fuck me. There's a
Yeah,
lot to talk
because
about today.
we physically haven't gotten 20 yet.
Yes, and the one that we're getting in this month is 19.
Yes.
Ugh.
And this one, Ben might, this is a big caveat, might be happy about.
No, it's got something that I don't like. No, it's all meta. That's why I don't like it. It's all meta.
Oh, god damn it.
Oops, all meta.
But anyway, in the blurb, they mention Ultimate Rares each represents one of the major tournament strategies in the 2022-23 dueling season. Sprite, Tear Element, and Kashatri.
Oh, so we didn't get a Flonderis one?
No,
The second best deck in the format?
it's Rogue.
Second best deck in the format?
Rogue.
So Sprite. Kashira hasn't done shit.
No, it hasn't.
I mean, it's made ultra $90.
Imagine if it's not Fenrir.
Yeah, I can imagine them just being
Imagine
like,
if
haha, Shangri-La.
It's gonna be fucking Shangri-La.
It has to be Shangri-La, surely.
They're gonna do Shangri-La. It's like, imagine.
That
not
or they'll
doing
do
Fenrir.
like Unicorn or one that's not currently seeing play. Unicorn will see play.
It has to be Shangri-La. That and like it's just too important to the deck, and it goes shitty printing, and it kind of would look cool.
It would look nice. I can't see them doing it, but
The others will probably be like Kit Callus and something.
Yeah.
yeah. So my predictions of these will be Kit Carlos, Jet, and either Shangri-La if they're feeling funny, or Fenrir because it's seeing the most play at the moment.
I think we might see Sprite Elf. Because you
Did I
can
not
play
say-
it in more
did
things.
I not say-
You said Jet.
Jet.
Oh, I don't know why I said Jet. I meant Elf.
Jet will be a
Okay.
super, right?
Jet already is a super.
Yeah, so it will be a super.
But it already is. Anyway,
Imagine. It'd be nice if they did Merlin Super.
they will. It'll be Merly in super. You'll get probably Red and Carrot in super.
Actually, Screams in Super would be nice too. But I can't see them printing something that's come out so soon. Like
Yeah.
they might do. They might
Jake,
do.
this isn't coming
So
out for
we're
like
talking
3
three
months.
monsters, right? Usually
What's
they
the
slip a
release date
spell
on
in
this?
there, yeah?
That is a good question. Do they have a release date on this little blurb? I've lost the blurb. There it is. No.
Ah, damn.
Yeah, I
No.
know.
Literally
so-
just the teaser thing. So
So-
we move on to some podcast questions.
What time is it?
It's sounding as though you may need to leave.
We'll
4:56. There aren't too many questions if that's helpful.
Get in here for the podcast questions. Tag out with Bragg.
Okay.
Wish me luck with my Hooper.
Super sub.
Bragg's gonna go play Pokemon Go.
Every day.
Bragg, come back. Go, Sebastian.
But she's gone for the door.
Welcome, Seb.
Go.
Hey.
Welcome to the questions part.
Thanks for having me.
How was your week in Yu-Gi-Oh?
Good. I went 2-1 with Zodiac going second.
You also
With Zeus Turbo.
Yeah.
Zeus Turbo. Did you play it on Tuesday night?
No.
Okay.
How fun. So, if you weren't aware, we do have a Discord link will be in the description below. Feel free to jump in, say hi, and ask us questions. Our first question this week comes to us from 6Scythe6. He has a question with a follow-up. His question is, have you ever sat out of a format, and for what reason? And the follow-up is, how do you justify your decision to yourself?
I actually think it's good that we got Seb on
Yeah.
this question because he's the only one that sits out of any format.
Like, Bragg buys all the product, he just never plays.
Valid.
Well, I guess the last format I sat out of. This format I'm playing like every other locals, whatever. Just because I wanted to play Magic.
You get your striker linkage.
Yeah. But then I just get my raid banished and it's like, cool.
Yeah, true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I've never sat out of format since I got back into the game. I just kind of always play. Have I sat out of format? No. Trying to think of back when like I didn't have the necessary need to play every single locals. But even then, no.
I guess.
Yeah, I can't think of a format that I've like intentionally sat out of.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's been formats that I didn't buy into, and I've just played the deck that I had.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. That was me like what, end of last year? And then that was because I was sitting there like, it's okay. I'm gonna have Sword Soul and Flonderis in like 2 weeks. I was just counting down until that set released.
Even then, you didn't play as much Sword Soul as you did Flunder.
Yeah, but I still topped a regional Sword Soul. Because
I
it
know.
was incredibly easy to play. Sword Soul is so brain dead.
It's really linear. It only gets complicated if you get hand
Back
trapped
then it was
multiple times.
even more linear.
Oh yeah, it's just
it was
like,
just
how
like-
quickly can I get to my Protoss?
Exactly. Protoss, Cold Dark, Protoss, Cold Dark, Protoss, Cold Dark. Did I win? Yes? Okay, sure.
Oh no, they're playing Eldritch at game 2, Cold Light.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Seb's really the only one who's sat out of formats, and even then, it's just because he was doing something else. Like, a lot of people are sitting out of this format, and in this particular country, I don't understand why. Like, we've got the first YCS that we've actually had of our own YCS for 3 years.
I think there's a lot of people that are like concerned that the ban list will happen before. I'm starting to get a little bit concerned that we're going to get a ban list like right before and just get the middle finger from Konami. Because I think they're going to drop that ban list as soon as they feel they can.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to be before YCS Sydney.
What was the date of our most recent one? Was it the 1st of October?
No, it wasn't the 1st of October. I think it was like 15th October? No? 15th September?
Well, the last time we had a YCS, they did it the day after, right?
Yeah, I think the last two we've had it like within the next 2 weeks after. We're normally the last YCS of the format. Jake's now 1,000 miles staring. I think we're getting a ban list before this YCS.
Effective from the 3rd of the 10th.
3rd of the 10th, okay.
It would be super close. Like if they are doing 3 month without saying 3 month,
yeah,
it would be literally the week of our YCS.
It depends how bad Dortmund is, and if it's bad, I think we're gonna get an emergency ban list.
I'd prefer an emergency ban list now than like a week or two out.
Yeah, I think a week or two out is not really an emergency ban list; it's the ban list. If we get one now, it's an emergency ban list, and I think.
The other thing that I don't fully like gel with is like, and I know that you can't compare the two, but OCG have had it as is for that time. Like that's just their time.
They also like do the set 3 months. We're doing a ban list every 3 months, and it's like, yeah. I don't know. I'm concerned with like the amount that I've put into that deck. That it's like I'm not gonna get time to play it anymore. Because like it already got delayed in Australia, so we're already operating on like a shorter schedule. It's just starting to concern me. That's my concerns of the format.
Next question is also from 6R6. What is the best tape to use when packaging cards for postage?
Kmart tape.
I've used painter's tape before. It doesn't leave like a massive residue. It's easy enough to take off, but it does the job in keeping the top of the thing sealed. Some people go bonkers with tape, and it's really obnoxious.
It annoys me a lot. Yeah. You worry you're gonna damage the card just trying to get the tape off.
Oh.
Yep.
We'll need to do a backup in a minute. I had something saved away, and I forgot to sort of go through it. Next question. Wait, do we have another question?
Do we have another question, Jake?
I don't know if we do.
You've led us down this path.
No. I have another question. Haha.
Another question.
Question comes from Blunts All Day.
I thought Blunts All Day had a question. I was like, he said a lot in that questions channel.
Well, that's the thing. People keep putting things that aren't questions in our question channel. It's very hard to read.
Nah, it's fine. It's just people answering the questions.
Yeah, I know, but then you can't find the other questions because there's a sea of text. Yeah, everyone needs to do what 656 does and put his questions in a box. So
I don't know how he does that. There you go.
Yeah, ask him. 656, tell everybody how to do the same format of questions as you so that we can actually find these fucking things.
He says we, but it's just him. So what's Blunts All Day?
It's a royal we. Blunts All Day asks, my 10-year-old nephew has gotten way into Yu-Gi-Oh! And has asked for some cards for Christmas. What would you say... what set would you buy a moderately new player? 3 Maven boxes, 3 Albaz structure, and a few tins, or any other recommendations. Well, this ties in quite nicely to the thing that I forgot to announce earlier. So you could buy him the Crystal Beast thing and he could play G-Golems and not go well. Or you could buy him 3 of the upcoming Dark World structure, of which we have more news.
Great tie-in, Jake. It's a great segue.
Yes, I thought it was. So we have some more breakdown as to what's actually going to be in there. We get some obviously we get all the new stuff. Reprints, we get Grapha, Rainbow, Gold, Brow, Dark World Lightning, Card Destruction, Deck Devastation Virus, Paleozoic Dynamicious, and Skill Drain.
Oh, sure.
Makes sense. None of them other than the Fusion Activate on board, so...
So don't buy him 3 of those once all day. What you want to do... I think you genuinely maybe consider getting 3 Crystal Beast structure decks.
Because of the reprint.
Because of the Ash Blossoms.
Yeah, that's true. There are decent features in that one.
There's some good hand traps in there. And then buy Megatins and see if they can get Flonderies.
Well, how much was he getting? Was he getting 3 boxes of Mavens? Because that's like
That's expensive.
Yeah, and you could get like 2
It's like
structures for one of
120,
those.
but he seems to be wanting to spend a fair bit because even if when he was buying
Yeah.
the 3 structure decks, he was also going to buy him like a tin or 2.
Yeah,
So
I'd
it
say
seems
like
the important thing is here we need to know the budget.
Yes.
The other thing you could do as well is just pre-con him a deck and like sleeve it up for him and
Nah,
like,
buy 3 Crystal Beast structure decks and just make him watch GX.
that is torture,
Yes.
Ben.
By the
That
end
is
of GX, he'll
absolute
be
torture.
like, "It's my Topaz Tiger." Imagine.
Here's
boxing-
my Amber Mammoth.
Oh.
Can you get is Mystic Mine or Dweller in the tins?
No.
No, neither of them are anywhere near tin reprints.
Yeah,
Actually, they've only ever done the one reprint of Mystic Mine from recollection. I think it's
Gold.
only been. Did they do a gold?
they
And
do
a
gold in the
Megatin
secret.
reprint.
Yeah. Well, that's the.
Oh, was it
that's
the
the one I was
last
thinking
Megatin?
of.
Go 3 prints.
Yeah. Well, I couldn't remember the gold one.
Yes.
You can do gold Mystic Mine.
I would be so angry.
Etched
I'd
gold
go
Mystic Mine.
Mystic Mine.
Vomit.
So yeah, that does conclude us for questions, which I believe will conclude us for today. Thank you all very much for watching. As I mentioned, feel free to join our Discord. If you are listening to us on streaming apps, feel free to favorite us, follow us. If you're watching us on YouTube, like and subscribe, leave us a comment, and we'll catch you all next week. Peace.
Bye.